Yeah, I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of the DAHGRILDER podcast show. And of course, something's going on. I mean, there's an old saying that the revolution will not be televised. But every time you look on the TV, somebody's claiming that's revolution. It can't be possible because the things that we see on TV aren't even real anymore. I mean, you got cops killing blacks, blacks killing blacks, and then we all act like it's something new. The only thing that's new about it is it's just on a different channel. I mean, a different network chose to pick it up and push a story or push a narrative to where we, the people, are mad, we're pissed off, we're upset. But like I said, there's an old saying that the revolution will not be televised. Instead, right now, the revolution is being uploaded and streamed across the world. And at the same time, you're witnessing murders on TV, on television. It goes back to the first one, which was Rodney King. Imagine if there was no camera there. This would have never began. We wouldn't even see the revolution on TV. But the shame of the revolution is it's so fake. It's being fed by millionaires, billionaires. It's being fed by lies. You can't even believe what you hear on the news anymore. They'll tell you that a cop killed a black guy, but they won't tell you about all the children that we lose every day to gun violence in the black neighborhoods and in neighborhoods like mine and like yours. Because it don't get enough views, it don't get enough reposts, it don't get enough tweets, it don't get enough likes. Shame part about it, we're living our lives based off likes and the new care emoji, I think. Yeah, the new care emoji and the hearts. That's how we live in our life. But we ain't living it with heart. We're not living it like we like it, and we damn sure ain't living it like we love it. All we continue to do is look at someone else and judge them for how they live their lives. Now, of course, the media will push any superstar, any rapper, any MC, any politician, they will push them up like their life is what your life is supposed to be. So you get the reposts, and then they put their nice little article line, headline up under it, telling you that this person is supposed to be important because they chose to talk about it. But I can tell you one person they ain't talking about anymore is Dr. King. I mean, come on. The man died for something, and that was televised. Walking down the street, they throwing rocks in him. That was televised. All of that television, and we still ain't seen the revolution yet. Now, what has happened? Reality has taken a bad turn. Some years ago, there was a game called The Sims. It was your first glimpse at controlling your life on a video game. The first glimpse at a false reality. You could make your house, you could do whatever, you could pretty much just build a whole home. You could do what you wanted to. You could marry somebody. The Sims, they had Sims 1, 2, 3, probably 7 or 8. They probably still doing that crap. And then, if you had criminal ambitions, oh my God, all you gotta do is get Grand Theft Auto. Now, you go and get Grand Theft Auto, now, you could be a criminal. You can live out your criminal lifestyle in a video game. And you could share it, take pictures of it. I mean, it was a whole lifestyle for a lot of people. Yeah. But what has happened now is Grand Theft Auto for real, in real life, and we're trying to upload it to the internet like it's fake. There's this couple, or couple of people, probably 3, 4, 5 of them, and they, in their home, they set up these fake challenges and pick the $100 box, pick the $200, whatever. They set up this fake stuff, and then they want you to believe it's real up until they say a word from their sponsor. You know what I mean? So if you sitting up there, you watching this and you thinking this is a real drama of life, like you thinking this is really going down, like this couple is really having problems. I think Love and Hip Hop was busted for that, for setting up fake scenarios where people actually, it wasn't real, the drama wasn't real. The producers amped it up. They wanted to make it look like it was something that it wasn't. But what we've done to ourselves is we've turned the version of reality TV into our reality. You know? We go at our family, our loved ones, our friends, our companions, like it's an episode that everybody needs to tune into. I mean, come on, think about it for a second. Last argument you had, probably doing your neck like this and rolling your neck like that and just doing all this stuff, the mannerisms of what you saw on TV. Because reality TV makes you think that's cool. Reality TV makes you think it's cool for two women to fight over a dude that you don't even want to be with either one of them. So now in our lives, we've engulfed this negative undertone. It's not even real. I mean, if you didn't know anything about Grand Theft Auto, if you've ever played the game, it's just, you steal a car, you rob somebody, and they even had it. Years later, you can have sex with a prostitute. It's like somebody said, live out your fantasy in this game. And now it's outside the game. Because the robbing, the carjacking, the woman was just carjacked, I think last week. And then they had a woman here in Tennessee. She left her car running. Somebody stole her car. I mean, come on, with the kid in the back. I forgot that part. The kid was in the back. So we're still doing things that don't make sense, and we feel we should be able to live out these fantasy scenarios, leaving our kids in the car, talking to our loved ones in a type of way, and we're not going to lose. We're going to lose every time. I mean, because the loss is reality. We have no grip on reality. And then like the old saying goes, the revolution will not be televised. So we spend our years, every year, you get an advertisement for a new cell phone. The only thing that's changed on the cell phone is the camera. It's got the same everything. You still got that weak cell signal down in your house where you can't call nobody. But you thought it would get better when you bought that upgraded phone, the 14, the X24C, whatever they call it. You know, you thought this would be better because in your house you live where you stay. The cell phone tower is down the street by over there behind whatever. So we upgrade our phones every year, and the only thing they advertise are the cameras. They tell you, oh, this is going to be high resolution 4K camera. Like for what? I mean, at the end of the day, what's the point? Having a better video for you to upload the trouble, the things you see. I told my sons one time when they was in high school, I said, hey, if you're ever around somebody that don't like you, and the people around him that pulled out their cell phones, get prepared for a fight. Because that's the number one thing that happens. If you look at the internet, all the violence that's been recorded, the revolution will not be televised. The only thing they're not recording is progress and progression for us as a people. I mean, if you listen to anything that I have to say on any episode, I say we the people. We the people. They keep pushing this stuff in our face like we gotta accept the way the government is telling us, like it's a reality. It is not our reality to be suffering like we are. It is not our reality to make up some form of living, to imagine having better in life. Because when we first got into the whole reality TV thing, it was to escape the BS of our life. It was to get away from the things that we didn't want to deal with anymore. We got tired of sitting there arguing with our spouse or our loved one or fighting with our family. We got tired of that. So instead, we took the fight to social media. Social media is where we fight with our loved ones, with our friends, with our family, which don't make sense. If you really want to fight, knock if you buck. I'll meet you outside. Like, let's do this like right now. Let's do it. Then we can go back to being social media friends. Because me personally, I think just as a human, I'd rather have to throw shade in my face than to be backdoor talking and Shout out to She Bossy. I think that just dropped in my head. Like, you got friends who pretty much don't just try to drag you through the mud because they think they know you or because you're doing good. Now, their reality is drama. If you watch reality TV, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, the camera is set up like it's real life. You thinking, oh, it's about to go down. Oh, she about to slap her. No, that was already planned. None of that stuff. Because you can't walk into any club and rah-rah like that and 5 security guards jump out and grab everybody. That don't happen in a club. That ain't never happened in a damn club. You get to fight, you going to jail. Cops coming in, you going to jail. Period. The revolution will not be televised. But I can tell you where the revolution will happen at. Someone will record it. Someone will record something that is going to change the mindset of blacks, whites, greens, yellows. Why I always say greens? I don't know. Maybe the aliens is just stuck in my head. Anyway, but somebody's going to upload something that is going to shock this world into accepting the fact that we have fooled ourselves. We've lied to ourselves. This reality that we've created, these superstars that we put on this level, and we don't see their real life. I mean, there's a lot of videos going around. Women say, wait, I'm going to try to mock it right quick. I look like this. I look like this. I also look like this. Who gives a shit? That's your reality. That's your life. If you look like this and you look like that's fine. But now you're doing it for likes. You're being transparent about your real reality for likes. The revolution will not be televised. And that right there, that's an old saying. Because I wish to God, with all the deaths that we've seen from black men, and we're losing cops now because black men think cops are trying to kill them. But I covered that on another episode, being black in any neighborhood. It ain't safe. Especially not anymore. You trying to do anything with your life, you got to stay away from everybody who will do you harm. But snakes, you'll never know when the snake is ready to bite you. You think it's a garden snake, but you got the color wrong, and now it's a damn rattler because you didn't see the tail. The revolution is fucking up our lives. We think we got something together. We're losing too many kids. We're losing too many people to this fake reality that no one can change. This has been another episode of the DAHGRILDER Podcast Show.